Happy New Year, everyone, from Woywood Family Chiropractic. This is Dr. Woywood. Welcome to 2019. Today, I want to talk to you about a very somber topic, and that is a health condition that is killing far too many Americans: addiction. And the number one problem with addiction is hydrocodone. Hydrocodone is found in Lortab, Norco, and similar products, is a huge problem, and many people die from it every day. The problem is that people are looking to medication to solve problems that it was never intended to solve. This medication was not intended to solve psychological pain. There are other medications for that are not habit forming. But the high from hydrocodone alleviates that pain as well. But hydrocodone is highly addictive, especially when used with alcohol. The answer to the problem is simply, well, it's not a simple answer at all. It's got many layers to it. Number one is, if a person is having psychological issues, there should be no shame in seeking help for those issues. And since most of those psychotropic medications are not habit forming, there should be no shame in taking them. But even those that find the help seem to be ashamed to take the medication, as if somehow it indicates that they're weak. But it's not. That's not it at all. These medications simply solve a chemical imbalance, correct a chemical imbalance in the brain. Now, another problem, let's look at what it's being used correctly, and that is for musculoskeletal pain. Well, there are many other solutions to musculoskeletal pain. Hydrocodone does not address the cause of musculoskeletal pain. Now, sometimes that pain can be caused by severe trauma, and the body just needs to take time to heal. Other times, there's an underlying condition that can be addressed more holistically, such as when the spine's out of place or another joint is out of place, which can be corrected by realigning those joints and relieving the inflammation, the cause of the inflammation that's causing the pain. Perhaps it's being caused by muscle problems, such as trigger points, where massage can take care of that. And so let's say that you know someone, perhaps they're close to you, who is affected by addiction of any kind. It could be alcohol or another chemical or even a behavior. And so not everybody, but you hear people say the first step in solving a problem is recognizing that you have one. That's only partially true, because to recognize something is to recall it. Like you see a picture of a friend and you recognize them. It's simply a mental process. Cognition, it's a thinking process. And so that would be like an alcoholic sitting at the bar saying, I know I drink too much, but. Okay, so he recognizes that he drinks too much, but he's not going to do anything about it. What actually has to take place in order for these people to find the help they need is to admit they have a problem. You say, well, doc, now you're just playing with words. Yeah, but words have meanings. And the difference is that admit means to allow to enter in. Admitted to college, allow to enter in. So they admit they have a problem. The second half of that is about life. They admit they have a problem, and then it's made their life unmanageable. And you know it, addicts are out of control. So that's actually the first step. Beyond that, there are many ways to address addiction, but we have to get those people to the first step, and we have to allow them to get there. Enabling, which you've probably heard of, is actually sheltering someone from the consequences of their addictive behavior so that they never see that their life is unmanageable. So we have to allow them to suffer the consequences, to help them admit that they have a problem that is destroying their lives. There are many resources for these people, and I encourage you to look them up under addiction services. There's 12-step programs, there's psychologists, there are detox centers, there are many places. And so if you know someone like that, help them get the help they need. Allow them to suffer the consequences so that they will want the help that they need. And if you are dealing with pain, severe pain, and you feel like you need a medication like that, then find someone who can address the problem. Perhaps a chiropractor, a massage therapist, an acupuncturist. Find someone who will address the problem instead of prescribing a deadly, highly addictive medication. And so until next time, be strong and healthy.